Namaskar everyone, my name is Naveen Kumar and I am faculty of physics at Rawat Public School. Today in this video we will learn about combination of cells. See, first of all, when we connect a cell in a circuit, then what happens? We get a very small amount of current, okay? But we want large current. We want a big amount of current into the circuit. Then what happens? What we used to do? We used to combine the cells, and that combination of cells is known as battery. This is combination of cells. Okay. Now when two or more cells are connected, now this combination that we are doing with cells is of two types. One is series, second one is parallel. Okay. One is series combination and second one is parallel combination. Now in case of series combination, just see what happens in series combination. When two or more cells are connected in such a way that positive terminal of one of the cell is connected to negative terminal of the cell, okay, then such kind of combination is series combination. Okay. Now in case of parallel combination, when all the positive terminals of the cells and all the negative terminals are connected together, then such kind of combination is parallel combination. Like this is a cell having EMF E1, this is cell having EMF E2 and E3. Similarly here. Okay, so this is series combination, means back-to-back combination, and this is parallel combination. All the one kind of terminals are connected together and all the opposite kind of terminals are connected. Second time of terminals are connected together. So such kind of combination is a parallel combination. So now let us discuss every combination one by one. The first combination is series combination. First combination is series combination. Okay. Now in series combination, this is a cell and this is the another cell in the circuit. This is having EMF E1, this is having EMF E2. Now we know that when we are connecting cells, then these cells are having internal resistance with them. So let's suppose it is having internal resistance R1 and it is having internal resistance R2 with it. Okay. Now mark the terminals. This is first terminal A, this is B, and this is terminal C. Okay. Now in series combination, we know that same amount of current flows through all the device. So here current is I, here current is I, but potential is different across all the device. Okay. So let's say potential across AB, these two terminals. So this is potential VA minus VB. Okay. And we can write it as E1 minus IR1. E1 is the EMF across this terminal and R1 is the resistance, internal resistance of the cell. Okay. Similarly, potential across BC terminal, this and this terminal. Okay. So we can write it as VB minus VC. Okay. And it is equals to E2 minus IR2. So this is potential across BC terminal and this is AB is potential across AB terminal. We want to calculate total potential across this terminal A and C. Total potential of this combination. Okay. Now that will be VAC. Okay. So what we will be doing? We will be adding this equation. Let's suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So add equation number 1 and 2, VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. Okay, so it is we can say VA minus VC. So add these equations. So it is E1 minus IR1 plus E2 minus IR2. Okay, so I'm erasing this down, this diagram. Now just expand it, and that is the potential across AC terminal E1 plus E2, or similar kind of terms we can write together, I R1 plus R2. Okay, now if we compare this equation with the standard term of a cell, that is internal resistance of the cell, then the standard equation that we got, V is equals to E minus IR. Okay, so if we compare these two things, then we got EMF equivalent is equals to E1 plus E2, E1 plus E2. Okay, and R equivalent, that is internal resistance in series combination, is R1 plus R2. Okay, this is the case if we connect two cells. If we keep on increasing the number of cells, that means 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, then what happens? This EMF we can write in this way, E3, E4 and so on. Similarly, internal resistance like this. Okay, so this is a series combination of cells. Same way we can calculate this for parallel combination of the cells. So let us derive the equation for parallel combination. Second one is parallel combination. Now we know that parallel combination is like this. This is cell 1, let's suppose its EMF is E1, it is E2, okay, and it is providing internal resistance R1, and this is providing internal resistance R2. Okay, now let's suppose through this branch current I1 is flowing and this branch current I2 is flowing. We can name them, we can name it as terminal A, this is terminal B, this is terminal C, and this is terminal D. We can name it anything. This is current I2 flowing and total current I is flowing in the circuit. Okay, now parallel combination, the combination in which same kind of terminals are connected together, that is positive positive together and negative negative together. So if we write the equation of the current which is flowing through the terminal A, B, C, that is amount of current which is flowing through the terminal A, B, C, not terminals, the line. Okay, so I1 current is flowing, so we can write it as I1 is equals to, you can write them the equation with the help of this term, V is equals to E minus IR. So what will be the value of I? It is E1 minus V divided by R1. Now here you can see E1 is the EMF provided by the cell, this one, first one. V, that is potential, which will be same for all the devices which are connected in parallel, and R1 is the internal resistance of the cell. Similarly, through branch A, B, C, current I2 is flowing, so we can write down equation for I2, it is E2 minus V divided by R2. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now here we can see at this terminal A, at the point A, I1 and I2 are coming and they are becoming I. So we can write it as I is equals to I1 plus I2. Okay, substitute the value of I1 and I2 from the equation number 1 and equation number 2. So it is I is equals to E1 minus V divided by R1 plus E2 minus V divided by R2. We can write this EMF1 and EMF2 divided by R1 and R2 together. So it is E1 by R1 plus EMF2 divided by R2 minus V common 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. This is I. Okay, now if we see the standard equation, then in standard equation V is in the left hand side, E minus IR is in the right hand side. So we need to bring this term in the left hand side and take LCM. So V R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2 is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus I. So by solving it, we can say that is E1 R2 R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, cross multiply it in the right hand side. This is I R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Now here you can see in the numerator and the denominator terms are same. Okay, now I am erasing this diagram. Now equation V is equals to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now if we compare this equation with the standard term, then we got to know that EMF of the cell is equals to equivalent EMF E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2, and R equivalent is equals to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, this is the equation when we are connecting two cells in parallel combination. Okay, so similarly we can calculate this equation for the 3 or 4 or 5 number of cells if they are connected in parallel combination. So about the devices, meter base potentiometer, we will be learning in the next video. Thank you.